Yo, hello Twitch world. I'm streaming from my aunt and uncle's house in Canada. I'm in Canada today. We've got embarrassing photos of my two cousins when they're younger. So this is going to be a good stream. I almost streamed from my cousin's bedroom, which has like embarrassing childhood things galore in it. But for his sake, Zach's sake, hi Zach. No such luck for y'all. I'm also streaming from my laptop, so you get to see my stream manager. You get to see the whole backstage view of this. I'm very excited about it. I'm in a good mood though. Looking forward to today's stream. Actually, haven't done a Tuesday one in weeks, months, maybe. I don't know. Been quite a while. It'll be a good time. I'm going to do a quick task while people trickle in. First up, always got to post on Twitter. First, while folks trickle in, a quick little docs task for another repo. For a good PNPM repo. Cool. So there's this project, PNPM deduplicate. It's kind of like yarn dedupe or npm dedupe. PNPM doesn't have it natively. Deduping when it comes to a package manager is, well, I think it's something everyone should at least try out and ideally use, but it removes duplicates things from your package lock. Like let's say you have two different versions of Babel core in it in your lock file. This thing will detect, hey, it wants this version and could get this one, but instead, because you installed and reinstalled and uninstalled a bunch of stuff over time, you got an older version. Now, this is basically the same as completely removing your node modules and then reinstalling. So actually, I forget what happened with PNPM dedupe. Where's that discussion? Here it is. Putting the discussion in the Twitch chat. I think we can change how add so dedupes. So that's just the answer. That's what they're going to do for it. Deduping of existing lock files. I would agree. Adding isn't good enough. We should dedupe. So in the meantime, someone wrote PNPM deduplicate. I'm also gonna, I'll hot reaction. It's a great little fix while PNPM doesn't have it natively. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do a quick little docs fix. If you actually look at npm's package for it, it doesn't have a GitHub repo link, which was very confusing to me and a little off-putting. Oh no, is it hacked? Whatever. But it's just this one little file you can, or one little entry you can put in your package JSON. Where did the thing go? There it is. Issues 1. If you include a repository field in your package JSON, you can include a link to whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and open in a code space. Code space. I'm going to make a new one. I normally just press the period key as a shortcut, but curious if there's a better way. I'm also joining on Twitch. All right, setting up remote workspace, connecting to workspace. And here we go. And here we go. My God, I don't remember CodeSpace is taking this long to connect. What is happening? All right. Package.json, come on. At this point, I could have just cloned it locally. Come on. All right, I'm a sucker for alphabetical packages, but I see that they've just been putting all their relevant info at top, so I guess I'll do that. Repository, what was it like? Put it here. Repository type git URL github.com/okview/pnpm deduplicates.
Are we going? Yes. Michael's
If you can hear my grandmother in the background, my grandmother was taking a nap, and now my wife is answering her. Hi, Bobby Sima. She... Well, I'm going to go on mute for a little bit. Let's take a quick ad break while my grandmother gets situated. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. You know what? I'm just going to be right back. Making plans. All right, let's go back to the thing. So PNPM, I got the repository added to the package JSON. It hurts me that they're not deduping. Sorry, not alphabetizing. But you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna check out b package JSON repository. Let me zoom in a little bit. Its status. It must have auto installed package lock.json. So I don't. Ooh, that was a cool little. What was it? Terminal bug here. Look at this. It's like weirdly delayed. Huh. Anyway, status get diff head. Yep, just adding in the repository. Let's try add repository data to package JSON. Oh. Ooh. We will point this code space to your fork if it creating that fork if it doesn't exist. Would you like to respond? And I said G. Whoops. Git push. Oh boy. Dang it, what? All right, git remote remove origin, git remote add upstream. So the problem is it thinks that my repo, the origin, is the old one. So I'll just manually fork it. That's an annoying little thing. All right, git remote add origin. There we go. U origin package JSON repository. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make the edit directly on the package JSON in the editor. I don't know what this code space thing is doing. Apparently it doesn't have my GitHub credentials, whatever. Feedback for the GitHub folks. Wat. All right. Repository type git URL this thing. Cool. That's basically the same. You know, you used to be able to select a branch in this UI, and when you create a new commit, and now you can't. Add repository to package JSON, whatever. Just touched the bottom of a chair and it had a sharp spike. Love it. Fixes number 5. Huh, that was only issue number 5. Cool. Let me just post on Twitter the link to the pull request. All right, waiting workflow approval. So that's all I can do here. And there's my Twitter. Sent a PR. So that's a nice little 10-minute warm-up, 10-15 minutes, depending on if you count chatting with my grandmother time as part of it. Yay. All right, let's do the real stream, the actual stuff I wanted to work on today. What did I want to do? Well, I have this really old package, Emojisplosion, which does what the description says. It blasts emoji like fireworks all up in your HTML page. It's actually got 60 stars, which really amuses me. In fact, I'm gonna do a search for Emojisplosion. I'm just curious who uses this thing. So what package JSON files include it? What minus org Joshua K. Goldberg, so it's not mine. Minus org, no, minus repo. There we go. So, okay, it's exactly one package. JSON in public lists it. Interactive crossword editing and real. This thing seems legit. Is it on GitHub? rjcat/confuzzle. Confuzzle.app. I'm just gonna shout them out on Twitch because you know what? I'm just really amused that someone may or may not include Emojisplosion. I'm gonna type it in my keyboard: up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. So if this were a site that uses Emojisplosion, it should have triggered. So I guess not. Well, there's a demo JS fiddle where this is what happens. Oh, right. So Emojisplosion itself is just these beautiful little fireworks. It always cracks me up. It's just these beautiful little fireworks, and that's it. I have a separate package, Konami Emojisplosion. That this is the one that hooks up the old Konami code, which is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, to trigger Emojisplosion. It's an example of me insisting on using the correct name, even though it's terrible name. What? Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Oh, thank God. For a second there, I thought Codecademy took off Konamisplosion from its web pages, and I got all worried. Ooh. Can you imagine what a nightmare that would be? Yeah, all Codecademy web pages, to my knowledge, still use Konami Emojisplosion. It's one of my great contributions to the company before I left to go open source. I'm just curious. Let me continue a lesson and see if it's still up, up, down, down. Oops, I messed up. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Yes. So fun fact, the way I got all Codecademy web pages to include Emojisplosion was to include it in the design system and then be a member of the team that rolled out the design system to everything. What a good time. Anyway, I digress. Now I'm going to look up Konami Emojisplosion. Yeah, Learning TypeScript has it. TypeScript ESLint's website has it. And interestingly, it doesn't detect the gamut, which is the Codecademy design system one. what is it? Minus minus committer Joshua K. Goldberg. The one's added by not me. If there's any commonalities here. Well, whoa, CDN.js logs? Why are there logs in, what is this repository? GitHub.com CDN.js/logs. What is this? I'm just getting distracted here. Okay. Well, you know what? This is silly. I don't need to be doing this. Anyway, what I want to do is, I don't even think I have it cloned locally. Yeah, code emoji explosion. What I want to do is bring in all the good stuff from the template-typescript-node-package repo, which is a template-typescript-node-package, into oh, whoops, I messed up the description. That's unfortunate. That might be a bug. Into emoji explosion. I'll just copy and paste these into the chat. This nice little repo. And the reason why is that it brings up a whole bunch of good stuff that I, since making emoji explosion, have started to standardize how I use, or even use in the first place. This uses PNPM, which is a really nice package manager alternative to NPM. Adds markdown lists, some strict ESLint stuff, blah, blah, blah. And slowly I want to start rolling this out to all my repositories. I'm going to start with an old one, emoji explosion, because no one really uses it directly. And oof, release is failing. That's not good. Assets.map is not a function. You know what? I'm just going to file a bug on this. An error occurred while running semantic release. Type error, assets.map is not a function. Something to look at another time. Bug. Yeah, it's really more of a tooling thing. A tooling bug. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Start step prepare, plugin, blah, blah, blah. Type error, assets.map is not a function. Well, I guess the git release is not pleased with me. So, but anyway, one of the things that's supposed to be set up in this repo is semantic releases. Excuse me, which is a nice way of making packages get published automatically. And I don't know why that's failing, and I won't look into it now. Because what I want to do is set up emoji explosion, and I don't need to go through that whole shindig. I guess I'll set emoji explosion up and then debug on emoji explosion. But yeah, I wanna just get like all the basic stuff here. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, there's no good way to take a GitHub template and apply it to a previously existing repo. That would sure be nice. So I think I'm just gonna, now is there a way to, I'm using this new warp terminal. Is there a way to side by side the tabs? I guess I can open a new window, but okay. Well, anyway, CD repos. I'm gonna copy, I guess I can copy template TypeScript node package to emoji explosion r cp-r. How do you copy a directory? I might just do it in the GUI. Git status. All right, seems like it's doing. Seems to have done. I'll do all the basic files. Wow, emoji explosion still has Travis. Does anyone remember Travis CI? Feels like forever ago that was the thing to use. Yeah, I'm just gonna open, because I don't have the time to go through and see everything getting copied. Emoji explosion, just gonna, everything except node modules, I'm just gonna copy over and I'm gonna replace everything. And then I'm just going to undo any changes I don't like. Cool. So this will be a good walkthrough of the template TypeScript node package. So I'm definitely deleting Travis. I've got 2 licenses. I used to keep them in text. Now I have them in Markdown with a heading. So I can delete the text one. I used to use npm. Now I use pnpm. Delete package lock. Great stuff. Let's see, what are the actual changes? DS store, freaking Mac. Kill that. Markdown linter nor. Yep, linter for markdown, so that's good. I changed the npm ignore to you don't need to ignore your node modules. Fun fact. Ignore all my test stuff. I don't keep a separate test directory. I put them in line. That's good. Semantic releases. Awesome. cspell is this great little spell checker that works with code really well. So I'm going to add that. License gets renamed. All right, let's look at the package changes. Yeah. So this one is going to be huge. I'm going to open them side by side. On the left, we have delete, and on the right, we have add. The author is the same. The description is, I'm going to undo the inline view so I can, ooh, that doesn't look great. Anyway, I want to be able to copy and paste from the old to the new. You can update the description. Got all sorts of dev dependencies that I can skip past. The home page is different. And the bug. Do I even have a homepage field here? I don't even use homepage anymore. Nor bugs, because I have a repository, yeah? Oh my god, I don't even have a repository. The thing I just added to the pnpm repo, the pnpm deduplicate repo rather. Repository type git url yes github.com Joshua K. Goldberg emoji explosion. So that's funny. I'm just gonna switch over to the template package and add the repository here. That's so funny. I didn't even have it in my own thing. Back to emoji explosion. Okay. And oh, this is unfortunate. The old emoji explosion setup used Webpack. Why does it use Webpack? It uses Webpack to create a whole bunch of different files. So if we do pnpm install or pnpm add Webpack D, I don't know what all those messages are, but if we go to the demo and open it in Chrome, let's see, fair error file not found on the lib. Can I TSC to create the file? No. File not found. How does this actually build? Oh, it goes to dist. Oh boy, this looks like a bug. Love it. So dist is including my vtest config. That's not correct. Include source. So I'm going to make this change in my template as well. So explaining what's happening. When TypeScript has an outdir, a directory to move things to, it tries to figure out what the highest up, the lowest common subpath of all the files getting compiled are, and then uses that as the base URL, meaning the root URL to consider the relative path to copy things from. If you don't change any of those settings and it finds a TS file that's in the root of your package, and then also a bunch of files under source, it'll do what you see here, which is copying the outputs from that TS file over to dist, and then also the source directory to dist. That's not what we want. We want only the things under source. So now we have dist. Very nice. The problem then is, I think I'm going to get complaints. No? Okay. Cool. Everyone's happy. So, life is good. But the problem is it's dist and all these files expected lib. So I'm just going to switch them over, all HTML files from lib to dist. And then if we refresh, of course, no, it still doesn't go. There's no easy.js. Why is there no easy.js? Did I have to webpack? pnpm webpack. Oh, right. I needed to pnpm install webpack CLI because webpack doesn't come with the CLI. It's a separate package. Oh, boy. Require is not defined in ES module scope. You can import instead because type module. Where did I even require? Import path from path. Emoji explosion comes from the time of common JS modules. Webpack config MJS. Module is not defined in ES module scope. Oh, export default. Is that how you do things? Is that how Webpack wants it? Yeah, it's complaining about dir name. Output path.resolve. I'm just going to put ./lib. Dir name is not defined in ES module scope. Configuration output path must be absolute. Output path, can I just put lib? Not absolute. All right, how do you get dir name in ES module? I've seen like a million times these various answers to how to get it. All right, file name, dir name. Okay. I don't need file name, I just need dir name. Path.join, dir name, lib. Come on, work. Can I resolve source mains easy? Source mains easy. Easy.ts. There's no source. Did I delete the source directory and I moved everything? Yes, I deleted the entire source directory. That's not good. All right. So let's try Webpack. Oh my god. Cannot resolve TS loader. Oh my god, this uses TS loader. Fine. pnpm add TS loader D. Yes, entertaining, I know. And pnpm Webpack. Once more into the breach. Beautiful. It built dist mains. Was this originally dir name lib? All right. So it's creating dist/mains. So if I were to open easy HTML and do dist/mains easy, it would work? No? Oh, I changed tsconf. What? Where is it building these things to? I'm just going to delete the dist directory. Where is it building these? Dist mains. It's not building the it's not building the files. Mains easy ts. Import emoji explosions from index, emoji explosions. I'm gonna have to add that to my cspell. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna add a big to-do, not actually building, because I want to get this up in a PR sooner rather than later. All right. Fun fact, actually, there was a whole bunch of stuff with dot files, like dot directories that probably weren't copied, so I'm just gonna copy those now. Probably an older version of Husky being used, VS Code. Okay. That's irksome. But anyway. Ooh, these have bad titles. I'm just going to switch them over right now. Titles should be unique and explain what the document are. Otherwise, people that rely on them won't know what they are. So, emoji explosion demo size. Explosion demo on click. Mode explosion demo global. Mode explosion demo easy. Good stuff. All right. So just to show what this looks like, you could check out the emoji explosion or template TypeScript node package. Ooh, and you know what? I probably also want to copy my ESLint ignore, ESLint RC, CJS, all these other dot files that probably didn't get added when I copied over from the GUI because Mac doesn't by default or some silly annoyance. All right, so we have ESLint ignore. So I can delete the original and rename the copy to the original. This project already had an ESLint RC, but it's not nearly as comprehensive as the one that I'm using here. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete the old one. My new one has all sorts of fun plugins like ESLint comments and regular expressions. Similar git ignore. Git ignore actually, maybe I want to add some. You know what? I'm just going to delete the old git ignore, see what happens. And I already used markdown lints. And they're the exact same. Really? Okay. npm ignore, the exact same. Maybe some of them did copy. Making sure git ignore ignores node modules because why VS Code is unhappy. Let's git status. Doesn't look so bad. Yeah, these all, look at all these. I got these beautiful Git workflows, or GitHub workflows rather. All these issue templates for people to file. I love it. Ooh, I can remove lib. All right. Chore migrate repo to template TypeScript node package. Awesome. So now I can post a PR. Number 52. Oh, I set it and then realize, wait, this should be a draft. It's not ready. Post it in the chat. Oh no, I lost my Twitter. Ooh, notifications. Thanks, Clayton. Clayton is awesome. Been working with Clayton on some TypeScript ESLint stuff. Thanks. Shout out Clayton. Right. Starting it here. So let's just see what breaks. Actually, do I even have tests in this? I don't even have tests. There are no tests. Test? Yeah, there's nothing to test. Okay, so let's just write a quick little test. Utils test. Let's see. I just immediately jumped to utils because that seems like a good place to look for something to test. All right, so describe, obtain value. Oh, what does it do? Oh yeah, I gotta import describe and it's describe it from vtest. It retrieves the value when provided as, or returns value when provided as a non-function. Let's see, so value equals 1, 2, 3. Const, what expected versus actual equals obtain value expect actual to be value. PNPM test. Look at that. Look at how quickly this thing goes. One, boom, boom. VTest is great. Very fast. Right. And it's a function, still works. And I save. We try. Oh, it did have 2 tests. Okay. Great. So now we know that half of these are failing. That's great. All right, so I'm going to guess that the last one, the test failure, is because there were no tests. No test files found, exiting with code 1. So I'm just going to add a first test. That should be good. But who else is failing? What's going on here? Who got it? Come on. All right, so lint, prune, lint spelling, prettier. And we know test is failing. All right. So we got some lint complaints. Let's take a look. We have some warnings and we have some errors. Oh boy, I see some good things coming up. So here, okay, this is a beautiful explanation of why I use cspell, even though I always have to add a bunch of random stuff to its custom dictionary, to the words list, because it finds things that are obviously typos. That typo has existed for 4 years, at least. Settings without an E. And yeah, look at, it's amazing to me how many typos the human mind can make. Also, I'm switching to using tabs, so yeah, just making sure that works. Oh, interesting. This project is from back in the day when people still thought or still felt a need to wrap emojis in a span with a role equals image and providing a useful label because screen readers were thought to not be able to do emojis well. But that's no longer the case. People realized maybe all along, maybe newly, screen readers support emojis. So there's no actual need for the span to have role equals image or aria label on it. The role as image is probably good, but not the other stuff. Okay, also I'm just going to quickly, I don't know why I didn't sort these. Cool. PMPM lint. Restart ESLint server. PMPM install. Why is the lint failing? What's going on? Lints. So there's this cute little command I use, node mtm check updates, something that just bumps everything to the latest version. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So pmpm install clear pmpm lints. Let's see if that, why is path.exists getting, why is ESLint asking for find up? ESLint has a dependency on find up pm. Ooh, what if I pmpm dedupe? Maybe there's like a dedupe. Spawn dedupe, no. PMPM dedupe. NPX PM dedupe. Does that exist? Duplicate. Am I getting the wrong package? No dupes found. All right. So why is, you know what? I'm not even going to look at it right now because I'm going to want to go in like a minute. So you know what? Screw it. If you're watching this was a short stream, but I'm glad I still managed to do it. Thank you for watching. Fix a couple of typos and updates. Update packages to latest. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Oh my god, what? Why is this breaking? The template package works. Well, PMPM has its own updates. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Nick Nisi. Hi, Nick. Thanks for joining my stream. Or as they say, ahoy, ahoy. All right, PMPM install. Everything's up to date. I'm sorry I can't stay for longer. If I knew you were coming, I would have prepared some TypeScript puns or something. Right. What an odd error message. Okay, so PMPM. Oh, I think I called it lints dedupe. What did I call it? Anyway, I don't even know why I'm deduping. What a frustrating lint packages. That's what I called it. There we go. When people say, man, I'm really annoyed by ES modules, this is what they mean. That's something that totally works and on CI is now giving me these vague, weird, esoteric complaint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rmrf node modules. And then actually I'm wondering, because I copied a bunch of stuff over, and maybe it makes sense that I accidentally did not override something, and then PNPM thinks that the old not overridden node module is correct. By the way, look at this freaking performance. Packages are hard linked to the content addressable store to the virtual store. That's not a very user-friendly message, but the TLDR is I've got these all symlinked locally, and it took like 4 seconds, including git hook installation, to install. Ridiculous. Okay, so this kind of was my fault. I messed up my node modules. Okay. Git at all. Progress on updating packages. Okay, so let's look at the actual complaints. Fun fact, I actually wrote this error message for TypeScript ESLint, and I hate seeing it. I hate it. But I'm going to restart ESLint server so it gets the new updates for the node modules. But ESLint was configured to run on my script setup using parseObject.project. I don't know why the dots are there. Probably a bug to file. So we told ESLint to run using parseOptions.project, but the tsconfig doesn't include this file, meaning we said we were going to use TypeScript for that file, but we then didn't say what TypeScript project to use, and parseOptions.project means use TypeScript type information. So this is all saying you told me to use type information, but what the heck? I don't know how. So I'm going to simplify parseOptions.project, and the solution here that is in that FAQ, which I can link to the Twitch chat in a moment, is only set your parseOptions.project on your overrides for TS files, TS, TSX. Now free PNPM lints. Oh, yeah. Lovely. You have used a rule which requires parser services to be generated, so you must provide value for parseOptions.project. Rule deprecation. Okay, so I guess the deprecation plugin should only be enabled for TypeScript files as well. It's this like annoying little thing where TypeScript's type checking is great, but only works if you actually have TypeScript type information, and then internally TypeScript ESLint plugin hard pukes and fails if it doesn't have it. Okay. All right, so fortunately, I actually have to go. So, oh well. Fix TS error info. But here is the FAQ if anyone's curious. Do I trust TypeScript ESLint.io? Yes, I do. So anyway, thanks for chatting, Nick, and joining. Ahoy, ahoy. Appreciate it. Normally I go a little longer, but today I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and raid CM Griffing and be gone in 10 seconds. But this was a pleasure streaming, and I look forward to finishing the package and doing more later. Bye.